Welcome back to Magic Tarot. It's Magic Tarot cards. It's Jasmine with a 7-card spread. This is for everybody. What do we see or what do we expect for the rest of 2020 as far as this virus is concerned? What is coming in and what should we expect for the rest of the year? Excuse me. So, with the first card, we have the World. Now, the world, this is in the past position, so it represents, the world as we knew it before the virus. And, we all had the ability to make our home the way we wanted it. We had comfort of home. We had comfort of travel. We had growth. We had freedom to move around, move ahead. We had freedom to go and come as we please. We had the path of liberation. We arrived at a cosmic state of consciousness where we knew we could pretty much do and go where we wanted to, with all the comforts that we had. And that's the world as we knew it before this pandemic happened. Okay, so that's what this card is representing right now. Okay, so now next to it, you have the 9 of Wands. So in this picture, you see a man that's been through a battle. His head is bandaged, and look at his face. He's looking off into the distance. But what he's doing here is protecting what belongs to him, what's near and dear to him. Okay, he's leaning on his pole because he's tired. He's fought a long battle. But he's still got stamina to stand up with the help of that pole he's leaning on and fight. Continue fighting for what is rightfully his, which is home, love, family. Everything that we own and people we love. So that's what all of us are doing right now during the pandemic, is we're fighting for our life. We're fighting for our security. We're fighting for our jobs, food. Some of us are fighting for food. But, we're fighting to survive. And this is what this man's doing here. And although he looks beat up, he still has the energy to, keep going. But it's in the reverse. Okay, so we've been through that. We're going through that now. But now the card is in the reverse. So why is he in the reverse? So in the reverse, this man can barely hold himself up. This is what this means. He's tired. He feels like he's got lacking stamina. He feels mentally tired, physically tired. He feels like he's mentally and physically losing his strength. His health doesn't feel all that great. It seems like all his tasks that are ahead of him are difficult. Yeah, and I feel like this person needs rest, recuperation, before he goes out and fights the battle again. So a lot of us are going to be in this energy because we're going through this now. Okay, we're going through this now where we're fighting right now. We're fighting as hard as we can to beat this pandemic. We're fighting to, stay alive, survive. But after all that, we're going to be tired. We're going to be so tired mentally and physically. Okay, and we're going to be thinking, okay, what is our next move? What do we need to do next? Some of us are going to feel vulnerable, exhausted, like we can't fight anymore or go another day like this. And the way we're living at this moment with the restaurants shut down, the movie theater shut down, no money, we're not working, food is scarce. And we're all worried about, what's next, because none of us know, what's next, what's going to happen. So we're all in that energy right now. But thank goodness we have the 2 of Wands next to it. So after all this goes on, then we have the 2 of Wands where we're waiting. Excuse me. All of us are waiting for help to come in. So the man stands here with the world in his hands. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. we're all waiting for President Trump to send that money. and he's going to come help us. This could either represent us waiting for him to come in or him coming out to help us. But this represents waiting and help. Help from a second party to come in, bail us out, help us with what we don't have, get us back up on our feet. But we know the help is coming, so that's why we're sitting there. We're looking out at the world, wondering and waiting when this help is coming. When is it going to get here? When is it going to arrive? So when you get this card, it represents that things are going to start moving. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Things are going to start moving in motion. They're going to start moving forward. Now that we've gone through this here and we're waiting for money to come in or help to come in or some kind of, new start to come in. Once that it does come in, things are going to start growing, moving in motion. We're going to start moving forward again. We are going to get past this, y'all. We're going to get past this virus. A lot of things are happening. Many people have lost their lives, and that's so unfortunate. But we are going to get past it, and we are getting help. The help is coming. A lot of us are getting help with relatives, friends. The government's coming to help us. There's the Red Cross. Whoever's coming, they're coming. Excuse me, I'm coughing more than usual today. It's because I just came in from the cold. I was outside. So help is coming. So look up, cheer up, because it's on its way. Okay. So now here we have the Empress. Okay, and it falls right underneath the world. So I'm seeing that in January and February of next year, there's going to be a baby boom. There's going to be a lot of babies being born because in this time right now that we're staying home, there's nothing to do. A lot of people are going to be having sex. The married couples or single people, whatever, they're bored, they're at home, they can't go out. So a lot of people are going to be having sex. So we're going to have a baby boom January, February, and March of next year. All these babies are going to be born. Okay, because this is the card of fertility. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be a huge baby boom. So if you don't want to have a baby, I'll cover it up. Cover it up so you won't get pregnant, all right? But anyway, this is the sign of fertility. You see how she's sitting quite comfortable here, but her back is cushioned. She's got not one, but two pillows. So she's sitting comfortable. And then you see how the water is flowing towards her. The stream is flowing towards her. So that means prosperity. Everything that's good, that's fortunate, that's fertility is flowing towards her. So this is actually a good card to get. This is the sex symbol sign. You know how Prince, he used to have this sign where it was a cross of male and female. So that's like, the male and female of the baby. You could have a boy or a girl. But anyway, this is going to be the fertility card, and also the abundance card. So once you get this help that's coming in and the virus passes, we're going to start being abundant again. We're going to get our jobs back. Businesses are going to start opening. It might be towards the end of the year. It might take us a year, y'all. It might take us a year, 6 months to a year. Like I said in my other reading, it might take us 6 months to a year to develop the vaccine, for us to get back on track. But we are going to get back on track. We are. The United States is going to get back on track. We are going to be different. Things are going to change. The way we do things are going to change as far as healthcare, money is concerned, germs. We're going to be more careful now of how we, wash our hands, touch our face, how we handle money in businesses. I think they're going to be using more credit cards and stuff like that instead of money. So we are going to be forever changed after this. Again, I see 6 months to a year before we get fully back on track and develop the vaccine. I feel like there's already one out that they're testing on lab rats or animals or something like that they're already testing, but it hasn't come out yet. It hasn't been announced. It's been real hush. So yeah, I'm seeing that right now. I can see a lab. There's a lab and people wearing white coats and they're working on stuff. So I do think that they're developing it. They're close to getting it out. I'm hearing again 3 to 6 months, 6 months to a year. 3 to 6 months. I hear it's 3 to 6 months. Okay. So yeah, that's the card of fertility. I do see bonuses coming in, some kind of win, money win or something like that. Because here we are next to the Ten of Pentacles too. You're waiting for the help to come in, then you're going to have an abundance. And then look at here right next to this card. So again, this is card of the Ten of Pentacles, which means money that goes from generation to generation to generation. Because you see the child here? You got the old person, you got the younger people, and then you got the baby. So this represents that money is going to be circulating from generation to generation. Okay, now what I'm about to say may sound ugly, but since a lot of people are dying from the pandemic virus, or, this pandemic, there's going to be money that's coming to you as far as inheritance. So to some of y'all, inheritance, these people that died, that could have been your family members, they left stuff behind, their home, their car, things like that. Now, I know that's an ugly way to get money, but I do see that coming because of that. So a lot of people are going to get inheritance between now and next year because of all the people that have passed away. They left their stuff behind. So it's got to go to somebody, right? So that's where the inheritance is going to come from. But once we pick back up, I see a lot of, especially the farmers too, because this is the card of farmers as well. Their crops are going to start growing again next year. They're going to be more fruitful. And here I see that here too. I see more fruitful things. See all the fruit here? It's going to be fruitful. Whatever's coming in is going to be very fruitful, meaning it's going to grow and be real nice. I do see people getting back into their homes. Their mortgages will be redone by next year in 2021. The banks are going to work with you to get your mortgages back up, maybe so you won't lose your house. I see the businesses, once they reopen, they're going to flourish. People are going to start going out again because they're going to be so bored of being at home. They're going to start going out again, spending money, going to eat, wine, and dine. I see that. I see it coming. It might not be till next year of 2020, 6 months to a year is what I'm hearing, but it's going to get better, okay? Now, keep in mind that we're going to be forever change, and this ain't the end of this won't be the last pandemic. We're going to get another one. The year 2022 is going to be a real bad year. I hate to tell you this because we have 4 Mercury retrogrades. Okay. But we'll do that video when it comes because I don't want anyone to be worried about 2022. So I do see a lot of good things coming in for, the coming year, the end of the year and the coming year for, as far as businesses coming back up, people getting back into their homes. At school, I see schools reopening towards the end of the year. People that were supposed to graduate are going to graduate. And I do see the people that were going to get married are going to go ahead and get married. They just got to set their date back, because they already had their date set for the summer weddings, and they had to postpone all that. But I do see them still getting married, and they're going to be, surrounded with people, family, fun, food, and they're going to go ahead and get married. It's just going to be delayed. I see a big delay. I had a drink. Okay, so now we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, you see, again, this man's got a foot up on a stool. So this man's pretty balanced. He's sitting on a throne, and he's got a coin in his hand. And then there's his castle in the back. So I'm feeling this represents Trump again. This represents Trump coming in again to help everybody. I do see him winning the election next year, or, this next presidency. He is going to win it. Sorry for the ones that don't like him, but he's going to win it. And I feel like this is him sitting on the throne. And, with the money that he's going to be offering people, I do honestly feel like he is trying to help people with money. I do see that he is sincere about the money part. I don't know about all the other stuff, but I do see that he's sincere about getting money out to help people. But I also see that he's thinking about more of winning than... This is what is on his mind. I don't like to say this, but I do feel like he thinks, well, I'm going to help as many people as I can, and they'll vote for me, and I'm going to be president. That's what runs through his mind. Okay, because he's in a power struggle with himself. Okay, the most important thing to him is power. He's a very powerful man, and he loves the power, and he wants to be in control. Okay, and I'm not talking bad about him. I'm just reading what the cards say, and this is what I see. Okay, but I do see him winning the election. If y'all want to change that, get out there and vote. Okay. Now, this next card and the last card is the six of cups. Okay, and this is like childhood memories. This involves children. Excuse me. I do see that a lot of you are going, after this pandemic is over, I see a lot of you traveling back to your childhood homes. You want to go visit the family that you haven't been able to visit in months because you've been trapped in your house. Relatives that you haven't seen. I see reunions coming. A lot of reunions coming. You're going to be having parties and reunions. A lot of you. I see a lot of your friends looking you up to see if you're still alive, if you made it through the pandemic, and you're going to be looking for people to see if they're still alive and they made it through the pandemic. So I see a lot of people from the past looking for each other, trying to find each other. I see relatives trying to find each other, friends trying to find each other, possibly on Facebook and, social media, and a lot of parties, reunions, get-togethers, and just, good old-fashioned get-togethers, because everyone's going to be so happy that this is over. But I don't see this till the end of the year or next year, y'all. When this is over, then all this stuff will start happening. Okay? So that's not a bad card to get. And then I do see a lot of exes looking for some of you that, they've been thinking about you, especially now that this pandemic happened. They've been thinking about you, wondering where you're at. If you can, maybe they can get back with you some kind of way, and that's up to you if you want to accept them back or not. I do see a lot of new relationships also growing with people that have met each other during this pandemic, where they were like forced together because of the pandemic, maybe forced together in the same job or in some kind of group, and they develop new friendships. I also see new jobs coming in after the pandemic. A lot of people are going to be getting new jobs, different jobs, moving. I see gifts. I see gifts coming in, like people are going to be giving gifts to each other because they're so happy to see each other. I see an admirer or an old friend or someone from the past surfacing. Again, I keep hearing that, someone from the past surfacing. I see maybe your college friends might look you up. Just anybody from your past might look you up, or you might look them up. But I see lots of reunions, lots and lots. I see it in my mind. Lots of reunions. When this pandemic is over, people are going to be calling each other, visiting each other, and hugging and crying and so happy. Reunions and old friends coming in and everything. I see all of that. Again, I see an inheritance with this card. Excuse me. Also, I see another inheritance. Damn this cough. I'm so sick of this cough, y'all. I don't know why I'm coughing so much today. I went away and now today I'm coughing. Am I going to cough forever? I mean, damn. Okay, so. Yeah, I do see a gift coming in. Or an inheritance coming in. Maybe an old friend's going to look you up and say, hey, I got something for you, from a past relative or someone that passed away and left you something that you didn't know about. All right. So I'm going to stop here, y'all. That's it for now. I'll probably do a part 2 on this because I feel like there's more that needs to come out. But I gotta shuffle the cards some more and do another reading. So I'll probably do a part 2 on what else is coming for the rest of this year. All right. But for now, keep your head up. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't touch everything. And don't touch your eyes, your face, or your nose. And you're going to be safe. Everyone's going to be okay. All right. Pray. Get together and pray. Form prayer circles in your home with your friends or whoever, but pray. Because that's the most important thing. God can do anything and He can change anything. All you have to do is ask Him. All right. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.